Juan Carlos and Queen Elizabeth II. Image, Getty. It is understood that his 84-year-old father's acceptance of an invitation goes against the wishes of Spain's government. Juan Carlos abdicated in 2014 following a series of financial and love scandals. He may yet find himself in court in London after his German-born former lover Corinna Sayn-Wittgenstein, 58, brought a harassment case against him. The ex-monarch and his wife former Queen Sofia have lived in self-imposed exile in the United Arab Emirates since 2020. Juan Carlos and Queen Elizabeth II were third cousins as they were two of Queen Victoria's 142 great-great-grandchildren. Other European royal families will be among 500 world leaders at Monday's historic ceremony. Royalty from Belgium, Norway, Denmark, Sweden and the Netherlands are expected. U.S. President Joe Biden and his First Lady wife Jill are due to fly in at the weekend. Also due to travel are French President Emmanuel Macron, Germany's President Frank-Walter Steinmeier and Emperor Naruhito of Japan. Other heads of nations attending include Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro and South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol. It is not yet known if India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi or President Xi Jinping of China will attend, but it is thought unlikely that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will be able to leave his war-torn nation. Russian President Vladimir Putin is not invited to funeral. Image, Getty. Chief among world leaders who have not been invited is Russian President Vladimir Putin. It is thought that a Russian ambassadorial representative will be at the funeral instead. It also emerged yesterday that representatives from Syria, Venezuela or Afghanistan have not been invited. North Korea and Nicaragua have been invited only at ambassadorial level, according to a Whitehall source. All holders of the Victoria Cross and George Cross will receive an invitation to attend. As the dignitaries' travel plans begin to emerge, leaders of the Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, Samoa and Tuvalu have accepted an offer to catch a lift with Australia's delegation heading to the Queen's funeral. Trending Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said that other British Commonwealth Island leaders were also welcome to take up an offer to travel with his party. He said all 10 former British colonies in the Pacific region had been contacted. New Zealand sent an early delegation to London yesterday, headed by its Prime Minister Jacinta Ardern and including Maori King Kingi Tuisha. Mr. Albanese said he did not want leaders from any remote island nations in the Australasia region to miss out on the London funeral because of any logistical problems they might encounter. The PM added yesterday, "We offered passage to senior representatives from all 10 Pacific countries which are Commonwealth members. Final lists are being settled. To date, 4 countries have accepted. Fiji, Kiribati, Nauru, Tonga and Vanuatu may yet take up Australia's offer." Mr. Albanese plans to leave Australia today with an eclectic delegation including racehorse trainer Chris Waller and former wheelchair tennis and basketball star Dylan Alcott. They are among a group of 10 everyday citizens who have contributed to their local communities who have been invited by aides at Buckingham Palace. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese to attend. Image, Getty. Also in the delegation is Australia's most decorated living veteran Ben Roberts-Smith. The VC holder and former Special Air Service Regiment Corporal served in Afghanistan. Manasseh Saghavar, the Prime Minister of South Pacific archipelago nation the Solomon Islands, will not be attending the funeral. His government will be represented by Governor-General Sir David Vunagi, the monarch's representative in the country. Albanese's recently elected centre-left Labour Party government wants an Australian president to replace the British monarch as head of state. Many pro- and anti-monarchy groups are avoiding saying anything that might be seen as taking advantage of the Queen's death. The main opposition party in the state of Queensland, named after Queen Victoria, has started a petition to have a multi-billion-dollar rail bridge project in its capital Brisbane renamed the Elizabeth Line in tribute to the late Queen.